it is me, the Red Ice Master, aka Android Ganya here. Hang on, let me close my door real quick. There we go. Today, I'm going to be trying out this D&D style choice game. I recently found it on Google Play, so I'm hoping it's good, considering I have played D&D once, and I really liked it. Oh. Okay, that's another app I have. Okay, you're a young wizard seeking treasure and glory. You're walking along a path. One day's journey from a ring city, your beloved home. Night has just fallen, and you're thinking about how it might be a good idea to find a campsite. After all, you're in goblin territory, and it's dangerous to travel in the dark. Suddenly, you smell something awful. Reginald, are you responsible for that outrageous smell? You ask your warrior striding ahead of you. Pray no, I am always downwind from my companions when I squeeze the bellows. Reginald answers. You realize that you have never encountered this stench before, and it is close, and perhaps it's your imagination, but it muffled breathing you just heard. What do you do? Stop and listen. You're a tricky one. Points 1 total, coins 1 total, luck 1 total. Nice! No need to panic yet. You think you should grab Reginald by the shoulder and gesture him to be quiet. The two of you stand motionless for a few long seconds before you hear a low wheezing sort of breathing. Reginald must have heard this too, because he raises his sword defensively. A series of snorts is followed by several goblins with green-tinted skin charging out of hiding toward you. With an arcane word and a flash of one hand, you send a bolt of fire to the leader of the charge. He drops to the ground, thrashing in flames. Reginald hacks down another with his sword. The remaining three run away, whooping and yelling. Soon their cries are joined by others from the dark forest all around you. Many calls from far too many goblins to fight toe to toe. It is hunting, partly tracking wild game. I wager hunt humans is a delicacy better than mutton, Reginald says. You regard the two dead goblins on the ground. Dead goblins are worth 10 gold pieces per head in the city. Luckily, you don't need to carry their heads around. The city authorities will accept their ears. Just run. The forest is crawling with goblins. It is time to flee. So that's what happens when you run. I'm pretty sure you guys can read this. If you just pause. I'm just reading in my head because reading in my head's faster now. I'm going to go through a few more of these choices, and then I'll end the video, seeing that it's just a choice game, and not much is to be seen here. But it's a good game, just like the regular in D&D. Hide in the forest, that'd be kind of stupid. Climb a large tree, that's not my style. Garrison in the ruin. Nice. So far I'm doing good. This has been getting easy. Alright, hang on, let me read something over here. Alright, better volume just in case. Alright, life decreases too. Okay, that was a wrong decision. I think. Maybe, I don't know. Nice! Yo, this is definitely like the D&D game. So if you guys want to play, like, if you guys play in D&D and you want to play it on the go by yourself, I think this is the app to get. Personally, I like it. Alright, I'm just gonna read this. Absolutely. Why waste your magical energy and mana when instead you can use the time-honored trick of hurling rocks upon your enemy? Very medieval of you. Sure enough, there are some large loose stones nearby, which you push down upon the climbing attackers. The first one misses, but he looks up just in time to get a melon-sized rock right to the face, making a watery crunching sound as he falls back down onto earth where he lies motionless. The other three look up, screaming, rage, and back off. Suddenly, you feel the battlement boards below you. You shake an unmistakable rhythm of footfalls. Gods, they got behind me, you think? Charging along the runway is the shadow of a tall and lanky man carrying something, a bow. Reginald. You sigh in relief. He must have found another way in. Reginald leans over the wall and, aiming without even aiming, lets loose an arrow. One of the little devils falls. A blow falls to the ground, squirming with arrow in his chest. The others scatter back towards the forest, with their eyes turned away. They make difficult targets in the scant moonlight. Nonetheless, your friend takes one more down before the rest make the safety of the woods. We have struck terror into the advanced party, but we will call for the reinforcements. We will have the well. Can we hold it? Reginald asks. We could go in. You point to the castle beyond the courtyard. The castle is 3 stories tall, or at least it had been before the top layer partly collapsed. The second story is barely any better. The fortress is lifeless and still, as is painting still. You wonder if anyone is looking back at you from the dark windows, arrow slits in the ruin. What do you suggest? Prepare a wall defense, definitely. God knows what's in the castle. Let us fight only one enemy at a time, you say. Soon the forest around you is dotted with glowing sets of eyes. It is difficult to count them as they appear and disappear behind trees, but you guess 20 or more. Surely they will attack from all sides at once, Reginald, and they can see at night like we can in the day. You consider the long dry grass of the courtyard below. With some lamp oil, you could start a fire, brush fire down there. The light of it could perhaps even be odd in these nocturnal creatures. You could even cast a spell upon the fire to create a blinding flash, but you are not sure you want to leave the wall to carry out such an unconventional plan. They may attack while you are away, leaving only Reginald to defend the walls. You wonder how long the goblins will take to muster their forces. Your question is immediately answered as you hear a battle cry, high-pitched, furious, and seemingly on the edge of panic, erupts from the forest as a tide of little evil eye surges forward. What do you do? I'm going to take my... This is the last question I'm going to do, and I'm just going to take my chances. Set the courtyard on fire. Without a moment to lose, you jump down to the courtyard, empty a flask of oil onto the dry grass, and light it. The fire spreads rapidly. You ascend a ladder against the wall to rejoin Reginald. Gods help us, they come for all sides. You shout. Reginald does not answer. He works his bow. Thrum, thrum goes the string. Soon several goblins have scaled the far wall. You have dropped down into the courtyard while another charges upon the rickety battlement walkway toward you. Others follow and then still more from the east and west walls. You can see them clearly thanks to the courtyard brush fire. You dare not wait any longer. Reginald, close your eyes. You shout, then let loose the spell. Crack. You see a bright pink flash. You shut eyelids. The fire has become a brilliant flash, a brief pulse brighter than full daylight. You wait a second. It will take that long for the flare to die down. The little monsters are shutting their glowing eyes, and screaming. One from stumbles headlong into the battlement. Off the battlement. Kill them all and be quick about it. They will not be blind for long. You shout as you reach into your folds of his robe and pull out a dagger. Reginald slings his bow and unsheathes his long sword. The goblins still standing are now waving their short swords and spears blindingly in front of them. Reginald effortlessly bats these weapons aside, his long sword with a single mighty cleave per creature. He cuts the goblins down one after the other. For you, using a blade to dispatch foes is deeming and dangerous, blind or not. Those vicious little monsters will slash and bite for their lives. Nevertheless, a long knife requires no mana. So you quickly get to work. You jump down into the courtyard, where you have more room to maneuver. You run behind each goblin, thrust your dagger, and immediately spring backward before your victim has a chance to swing at you. You smile to yourself. You're really on a roll. Gods, I hate goblins, you think? Just as you consider singing a song to better mock your blinded quarry, more of the little beasts come, a lot more. They scuttle over the walls like cockroaches. Alright, well, that's all the time I got right now, so I will see you guys later. If you guys want to get this game, it's free on Play Store.